Disgraceful. Harry and Meghan beg royal family for a big favour amid their US future failed miserably. With no content yet released on the streaming service, Prince Harry is now reportedly at odds with Netflix bosses over the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's highly anticipated forthcoming docu-series. It's all sort of, woe is me, I've had such a hard time and everything. You forget that this is a prince born into privilege. Every privilege in the world, and now he's got American firms like Netflix throwing millions of dollars at him. It is believed that it's very unlikely the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will ever return to the royal fold, should they not be successful with their work mainly based in the United States. Royal commentator Angela Levin claims King Charles would like to see his younger son come back to the UK as a full-time working royal, as he's always loved Harry. However, she doesn't believe Meghan and Harry, who stepped down as senior members of the royal family at the end of March 2020, and have since pursued their own charitable work and business deals, including with streaming giants Netflix and Spotify, would happily choose to return into the firm. Well, I'm sure King Charles would like for the Sussexes to return, because he's always loved Harry, and if you're a father, you'll always love your child, although you don't like what they're doing. They would have to step in line, which I don't think Meghan would want to do. Referring to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's claims made against the firm in some of their interviews and appearances, Miss Levin added, "I think they would have to apologise profusely, which I don't know if they'd want to do. I personally don't think they'll be able to, but if they find that people are not buying their stories, I don't know how many more stories you can tell about your life. Who knows, they might one day come back. But I don't think they would come crawling back. I don't think they would be welcome in this country either, because it would mean that they failed, really." The Duke and Duchess are still seeking to make changes to the docu-series, particularly following the death of Harry's grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, in September. A lot of the filming for the docu-series took place before the death of the Queen, and this has prompted Harry and Meghan to ask for extensive cuts to be made. Netflix reportedly wanted the show to broadcast in December, but Meghan and Harry requested a delay following the late monarch's death. The couple reportedly backflipped on what the docu-series could show, as there were concerns over the content. It was earlier reported that when the 38-year-old requested the changes, Netflix is said to have pushed back against Harry's wishes. A Netflix source told that there were concerns over contradictions between the docu-series and Harry's upcoming memoir. Prince Harry's bombshell memoir, which will be titled Spare, is set to be released on January the 10th, 2023. Prince Harry's memoir titled Spare is widely believed to refer to the phrase heir and spare, which has led many to speculate he'll explore his feelings of isolation and rejection in the book. However, columnist Elaine Louis, a Canadian TV personality who's worked with Meghan's friend Ben Mulroney and is also close to Meghan's best friend, the Soho House executive Mark Sanderson, has suggested the title has another meaning. It's actually a really kind verb. It involves effort. When you spare time or money or thought for someone, you're making an effort, and more often than not, it's a helpful effort. In some cases, to spare is also to save. You can spare someone the trouble of having to do something that isn't pleasant, something potentially harmful. Spare and save are interchangeable in that context. There can also be benevolence associated with sparing someone. I didn't want to ask about that because I wanted to spare her feelings, and all of those ideas also apply to Prince Harry, given his personal evolution and the mission he and Meghan Markle have set for themselves in their work.